Chicago, what's up? How are we feeling? We feeling good?
Yes.
Before I start, I just want to ask really quick, who lives here? Like, who lives in Chicago? Make some noise. Okay, sweet. I've been living here for about 2 years now, and I think that Chicago is great, but it also feels like a very long fever dream. Like, the way that y'all do things down here just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, for example, I see more white people jogging in January than I do in August. And if you think I'm kidding, even though it's snowing, on the way home, just be on the lookout. They're out there. You know the ones I'm talking about, too, with the long johns and the earmuffs, and they say something real stupid when they run past you, like, hey, neighbor, on your left. You have a good one. I didn't mean to spook you. And you get so caught up in the absurdity of it all that you turn around and you say, no, you know what? You have a good run. And you think to yourself, damn, I love this city. But you forget that the city is Chicago, so you turn around and there's just a homeless man with his dick out looking at you. Chicago's really great. Chicago's crazy, man. It's really crazy. I say that it feels like a fever dream, or I'm on the longest episode of Punk'd ever. And if this is Punk, y'all need to go get your boy Ashton. Tell him that the gig is up. He's been caught. I know that people don't behave like this. This is not normal. In October, I was on my way to class, okay? And I saw a man on a bike get hit by a car. So I rushed over, and I offered to help him up. I see the guy on the ground is getting up, but then the guy who hit him is standing by his car, and he's poking himself in the cheek, but he's also reprimanding himself. And he's saying, you did this. This is something you have done. You were driving that car, and everyone fucking saw it. So now I'm looking at both of them, and I'm like, which one do I help first? So I decided to help the man who got hit. I pick him up and I put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, sir, do you need me to call an ambulance? And so a normal person would have said yes. Or maybe even, no thank you. But instead he said, get your hands off me, stranger. We don't hold hands around here. And then he pushed me. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Kieron, you should have cut your losses and stopped right there. But they delegated me the first responder. I had a whole crowd watching me. Plus, with all the distance that he didn't put between us, I could see that he was bleeding. So I say, sir, you're bleeding. And this is exactly what he did. He looks down at himself. And then slowly back up me in the eyes. And he says, duh, you stupid, stupid boy. This is skin, not baseballs. Who told him that is okay? Who told him that is how you talk to strangers after you have been hit by a vehicle? And the thing is I was less concerned with why he said it, and I was more intrigued by how many times he had said shit like that. Because I don't know if y'all know, but you cannot talk that way and talk normal. So I know that he's been doing that his entire life. I know he was a wee little boy, and his mom used to say, good night, I love you. He would say, listen, mama, the colorblind don't drink Pepsi. Shit. So after he said that, he just starts to walk away. And I'm really confused because his bike is right next to me. But he was going to go pick up his hat. So he picks up his hat, and he dangles it right in front of me, and he says, you stupid, stupid boy, this is what I was asking for the entire time. And the thing is he was saying that shit to me as if I was the weird one. As if I was supposed to know that baseball skin was his way of saying, well, actually, sir, my hat seemed to fly over yonder. And I'd really, really appreciate it if you want to go get it for me. He didn't say that shit. So after he says that, he just picks up his bike, and then he walks away. He just leaves. So I then turn around and check on the man who was verbally and physically abusing himself. And he had a small crowd of people calming him down. All I remember are that his closing words before he got back in his car was, driving 101. They don't make this shit like they used to. And then he too got in his car and left. All these people at this active crime scene. And if you think I went to class after that, you are sadly mistaken. I went home and I took a bath to soak my weary bones. I had a friend in that class text me and say, Kieron, where are you? I said, I am in the tub soaking my weary bones. She said, you should have came to class today. We had a substitute. I said, why would I have come if you had a substitute? She said, because, Kieron, the sub was Ashton Kutcher and he was looking for you. I think he has something to tell you. I said, I knew it! I knew I was on the show! And since I live in Chicago, I ran there with my dick out. I said, like I said, I've been living here for about 2 years now, so I'm originally from Ohio. Stop clapping for Ohio.
Don't do that again.
That's where my mother birthed me. That's where I popped out, C-section. My mother is also here tonight. My mother has about 8 siblings, and they were all raised Catholic. And so I have a really, really big family. And so for the holidays, before we eat, we all get together, and I pray over the food. And so then all my aunts and uncles would say, Kieron, you should be a preacher. You should be a preacher. And I would go like, thanks, guys, but I can't. I don't like little boys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I never said that. They should just know it. But really, I do think that I'd be a bad pastor. For one, I would change too many things. The first thing to go would be the whole, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. That sounds barbaric. Instead, I want to spice it up and everyone would say, sorry, Daddy, I've been a bad boy.
This sounds a lot better if you ask me.
I think the second thing I would change too is when you conclude a service in a Catholic church, like this bald white guy goes like,
may peace be with you.
and that's the creepiest shit to say. And also, I read in the Bible that angels are warriors, and that does not sound like no warrior shit to say. So instead, I'll conclude my service by saying, thank you all so much for coming out. And as a reminder, keep that motherfucking peace with you. Because the demons is out there. Stay dangerous. And then,
calm down, I'm not done yet.
And then the entire church in unison is going to stand up. They're going to point to the ground and they're going to go, bang, bang, fuck the devil, praise God. And no one can leave until they all say it. Bang, bang, fuck the devil, praise God. Also, my patience is really, really bad, so I'm afraid that I'd be watching some little kid play with his toys, like while I'm in the middle of a sermon, and I would stop the entire thing and I would go, hey, hi fella, hey, what you got there? Oh, are those Hot Wheels? Cool. Did you know that they call them Hot Wheels to remind you about the temperature in hell? Wow. And you know when you get mad and you start yelling about shit that makes no sense and you start taking it out on everyone else that's not involved? I do that, so I start yelling at the whole church, and maybe if half of you ever came to any service other than fucking Easter, then maybe my shoes wouldn't fit so tight, my wife would still be here, and the blanket would be where I left it! If you flip to Matthew, we're going to talk about forgiveness. Oh shit, really, I would not be a good pastor. I would not be a good pastor. I am a great ex-boyfriend though. By that I'm saying that I get broken up with a lot. For the simple fact that I'm soft like big shit, like I'm not a tough guy. Like any man in here or woman, cause hey, equal power, right? Anyone in here, if I say anything that upsets you, hold it in, keep it to yourself. I'm not gonna meet you outside. You're not gonna exchange words with me. We're not gonna duke it out. That's not what I'm about. And I say that because it seems like a lot of men pride themselves over how tough they are. Not me. I quit football in 6th grade and I started running track in the 7th. Yeah. That means that I quit hitting people and I started running from them. Track soon became a metaphor for my life. That metaphor is, just run from it. I had a high school girlfriend tell me about her and one of her ex-boyfriends at some party. And so some drunk guy starts messing with her, so her boyfriend at the time tried to fight the drunk guy, but ended up getting his ass beat in front of everyone. She said at least he tried to defend me. It's the thought that counts. She called it sexy. I called it stupid. And also, this is not a scenario where you say it's the thought that counts. You say it's the thought that counts when you get someone a shitty last-minute birthday present. Not when you're the reason that your boyfriend got knocked out and everyone was yelling world star at it. Anyways, after she finishes her story, I tell her, I say, listen, baby, you don't gotta worry about that with me. Let me tell you. She said, what, are you gonna win every fight for me? I said, no. I'm gonna train you. She said, oh, so I can win every fight myself? I said, wrong again. I'm gonna train your legs, that way you can keep up with me as we both run away. She didn't like that. So I break it down to her and I say, listen, if a man's punching all up on you, that means he does not care about his own life. And if a man does not care about his own life, what in the hell makes you think he's gonna give a damn about mine as I'm trying to defend you? She said, okay, Kieron. Does that mean that you love yourself more than you love me? I said, yeah. I said, you have to be your own biggest fan, because if not, you decided what's really important. But that's not what we're talking about. I said, listen, an angry man can kill us both. Then what do we gain? Nothing. There is no sense in two dead motherfuckers. That became my second metaphor for life and the first reason she left me. Right after I said that shit, she was gone. But about a month goes by, and she starts to miss me. So she would text me, she would call me, she would show up to my job. Do you know how I handled her wanting contact? I ran from it. But then she caught up to me. I agreed to go on a car ride with her, and in the car things got very heated. She started speaking outlandish. She says, Kieron, if I can't have you, no one can have you. And I said, hold on. Where's this going? What you talking about? So she looked at me and she said, Kieron, I will crash this car, both of us in it. I stayed quiet, and I waited to get to a red light. I stepped out of the car, and I said, listen, if you want to crash this car, you can. But I'm not going to stick around, because there's no sense in two dead motherfuckers. Y'all have been awesome tonight! My name is Kieron Harrell. Before I leave, I see there's a lot of white people in here, so I just have to do this. It just makes me feel good. This is even part of my routine. I just need this so I can sleep better at night. As you can tell, I am a chocolate, and slavery was really fucked up. So can I get a sorry? Sorry!